The film features a haunting portrayal of complex relationships and emotional turmoil, anchored by the performances of Geraldine Page and Elizabeth Hartman. Both actresses brought depth to their roles, but their lives took tragic turns after the film's release. Geraldine Page, a talented actress, faced personal struggles that marred her later years. Despite her acclaim, she battled with depression and the pressures of fame, which ultimately contributed to her early passing in 1987. Elizabeth Hartman, known for her poignant performances, also faced her own demons. After a promising start in Hollywood, she struggled with mental health issues that led to her tragic death in 1987. Their contributions to cinema remain significant, yet their untimely demises cast a shadow over their legacies. The impact of their lives and careers is a poignant reminder of the often hidden struggles faced by those in the spotlight, making their stories both compelling and heartbreaking. The movie marks the third of 5 collaborations between Segel and Clint Eastwood, following Coogan's Bluff and Two Mules for Sister Sarah, and continuing with Dirty Harry and Escape from Alcatraz. This partnership began in the late 1960s when Eastwood was becoming a major star. Segel, an experienced director known for his tough, gritty style, found in Eastwood a perfect leading man for his films. Their connection grew stronger with each project, as they both shared a vision for creating compelling stories that often featured complex characters and moral dilemmas. In The Beguiled, Eastwood plays a wounded Union soldier who finds refuge in a Confederate girls' school during the Civil War. The film explores themes of desire, betrayal, and survival, showcasing Eastwood's ability to portray a character caught in a web of manipulation and intrigue. Their collaborations often reflected the changing landscape of American cinema, moving from westerns to more nuanced psychological dramas. Each film they worked on together contributed to Eastwood's rise as a director and actor, while Segel's reputation as a skilled storyteller solidified. Their partnership remains a significant part of film history, with The Beguiled standing out as a unique entry in their shared body of work. During the Civil War, Union Corporal John McBurney finds himself in a precarious situation after being wounded. He is discovered by a young girl from a women's school in Louisiana, leading to a series of events that change the lives of those involved. With a broken leg, McBurney is taken to the school, where he is nursed back to health by Martha Farnsworth, the school's owner, and the women who reside there. As he recuperates, the presence of McBurney creates an atmosphere charged with tension and fascination. The women, isolated from the world outside and yearning for connection, become captivated by him. Each character responds differently to McBurney's charm, revealing their vulnerabilities and desires. The film explores themes of desire, manipulation, and the complexities of human relationships amidst the backdrop of war. As McBurney's stay prolongs, the dynamics within the school shift, leading to unexpected and dramatic consequences that ultimately challenge the women's perceptions and their own moral boundaries. The story unfolds in a hauntingly beautiful way, capturing the essence of longing and the darker sides of attraction. As McBurney finds himself in a precarious situation behind enemy lines, he quickly realizes that his charm can be his greatest asset. He skillfully navigates the dynamics of the women around him, convincing them to allow him to stay in their secluded school. Among them is Edwina, portrayed by Elizabeth Hartman, who becomes enamored with him. McBurney exploits Edwina's feelings, manipulating her emotions to gain her trust and affection. His ability to play on her vulnerability creates a complex relationship that reveals both her longing for connection and his self-serving intentions. Meanwhile, Martha Farnsworth, the stern head of the school, becomes another target of McBurney's seduction. He draws her in with his charisma, leading to an affair that complicates the already tense atmosphere. The interactions between McBurney and Martha reveal layers of desire, power struggles, and the impact of war on personal relationships. Additionally, he engages with Carol, an older student played by Joanne Harris. Their affair adds another dimension to McBurney's manipulative charm, showcasing his ability to allure younger women while creating rivalries among the women in the household. These character interactions illustrate a web of emotional entanglements where love, desire, and betrayal intertwine against the backdrop of a war-torn world. Each woman's reaction to McBurney highlights their individual struggles and desires, making the narrative rich with tension and complexity. The consequences of his manipulations unfold dramatically, revealing how one man's presence can disrupt the lives of those around him, leading to unforeseen rivalries and emotional turmoil. When McBurney is discovered by the other women in Carol's room, The tension escalates as they realize he poses a threat to their secluded existence. The women, having sheltered him, now face a moral dilemma. They ensure he cannot return to Union troops now occupying the southern territories of Louisiana, creating a complex web of loyalty and betrayal. Clint Eastwood, who played McBurney, was deeply influenced by the source material. The film's producer, Jennings Lang, provided Eastwood with a copy of the book, which captivated him and shaped his portrayal of the character. This adaptation is one of several in which Eastwood played roles that garnered admiration from younger women, highlighting a recurring theme in his career. The dynamics within the film reflect not just the conflict of war, but also the intricate relationships among the characters, making it a compelling study of desire and power. The film's narrative, influenced by the book, resonates with themes of entrapment and manipulation, illustrating how personal conflicts can arise amidst larger societal upheavals. Initially, Albert Maltz drafted the script for The Beguiled, but his vision faced challenges during development. Disagreements arose, particularly regarding the ending of the story. Maltz had envisioned a happy conclusion, which contrasted sharply with the darker themes of the original novel by Thomas Cullinan. The story, set during the Civil War, revolves around a wounded Union soldier named John McBurney, who finds refuge in a Southern girls' school. As he manipulates the emotions of the women there, tension builds, leading to complex relationships and moral dilemmas. However, director Don Siegel and star Clint Eastwood favored a more faithful adaptation of the book's ending, where McBurney meets a tragic fate. This choice was significant as it enhanced the film's anti-war message, reflecting the harsh realities and consequences of conflict. The decision to portray McBurney's death added depth to the narrative, emphasizing the themes of betrayal and the impact of war on human relationships. Ultimately, the revisions by Claude Travers aligned the film more closely with the source material, resulting in a poignant and thought-provoking cinematic experience that resonated with audiences. Don Siegel's vision for The Beguiled is deeply rooted in complex themes that explore the darker aspects of human nature. The film delves into sex, violence, and vengeance, presenting a narrative that highlights the intricate dynamics between men and women. Siegel's portrayal of women reveals their deep-seated desires and motivations, particularly the instinct to castrate men, which serves as a metaphor for their struggle against male dominance. The story unfolds in a Civil War setting, where a wounded Union soldier finds refuge in a Southern girls' school. His presence ignites a mix of emotions among the women, leading to a simmering tension that reveals their vulnerabilities and desires. The soldier's interactions with multiple women expose the impact of his sexual relationships, illustrating how these connections can lead to jealousy and betrayal. The film ultimately challenges traditional gender roles, showcasing the complexities of female agency in a patriarchal society. Through this lens, Siegel invites viewers to reflect on the consequences of desire and the interplay of power between the sexes, making The Beguiled a thought-provoking examination of human relationships. Initially, Universal Pictures had a vision for the filming of The Beguiled to take place at Disney Studio Ranch. However, director Don Siegel had different ideas and expressed a strong preference for a more authentic setting. He believed that filming at a real antebellum estate would provide the film with the atmosphere it needed. This led the filmmakers to a stunning old mansion located about 25 miles from Baton Rouge, near the banks of the Mississippi River. The estate was a dilapidated antebellum home, yet it possessed a unique beauty that captivated the crew. They recognized its potential and invested a considerable amount of money to restore the white-pillared building to reflect its Civil War-era character accurately. This restoration was essential in creating the right backdrop for the film's tense and intimate narrative. While much of the movie was shot at this picturesque location, portions of the interior scenes were also filmed at Universal Studios, blending the authenticity of the estate with the controlled environment of a studio. The combination of these locations contributed significantly to the film's overall atmosphere and visual storytelling. Filming for The Beguiled began in April 1970 and lasted for a total of 10 weeks. During this time, the cast and crew worked diligently to bring the story to life, capturing the essence of the narrative set during the American Civil War. Clint Eastwood, who played a central role in the film, was under contract with Universal at the time. As the production wrapped up and the film approached its release, Eastwood became increasingly frustrated with how the studio handled its promotion and distribution. He felt that the film's potential was not being realized due to poor marketing strategies. This dissatisfaction led to a rift between Eastwood and Universal. By 1975, Eastwood decided to part ways with the studio, marking a significant shift in his career. It wasn't until he worked on The Changeling in 2008 that he returned to Universal, indicating a long-standing impact from his earlier experiences with The Beguiled and the studio's management. The challenges faced during the film's release would leave a lasting impression on Eastwood's professional journey. Eastwood was initially nervous about working with the acclaimed New York stage actress Geraldine Page. However, he was taken aback when she expressed her admiration for his TV series, Rawhide. This unexpected praise helped ease his nerves and set a positive tone for their collaboration. The chemistry between them became a notable aspect of the film, showcasing a blend of seasoned talent and rising stars. During the filming, Pamela Furton, who was just 11 years old, experienced a memorable moment when Eastwood surprised her with a kiss. This kiss was intended to prevent her from screaming during a tense scene. The director had instructed Eastwood to kiss her for a more provocative scene, and it turned out to be a brilliant decision. The first take captured Furton's stunned reaction perfectly, creating a genuine moment that added depth to the film. These unscripted interactions contributed to the unique atmosphere on set, highlighting the dynamic between the actors and the authenticity of their performances. In June 1987, a tragic series of events unfolded, marking a somber chapter in the lives of two talented actresses from the film The Beguiled, Elizabeth Hartman and Geraldine Page. Just 3 days apart, both women faced their untimely demises, leaving a profound impact on their fans and the film community. Elizabeth Hartman, who was known for her sensitive performances and had long struggled with depression, took her own life by jumping from her fifth-floor apartment window. At the time of her death, she was only 43 years old, a stark reminder of the silent battles many faced despite their public personas. Geraldine Page, on the other hand, passed away from a heart attack in her Manhattan townhouse at the age of 62. Page was celebrated for her remarkable talent and had a prolific career that spanned several decades. The loss of these two actresses, who brought such depth to their roles, resonated deeply with those who admired their work. Their tragic ends serve as a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the struggles that can lie beneath the surface of fame and success. Hartman had become a recluse years before her death, which made it challenging for detectives to identify her after her tragic fall. Her withdrawal from public life left few clues about her whereabouts and connections, complicating efforts to piece together her final moments. Friends and acquaintances had lost touch, and her once vibrant presence in the community faded into memory. The silence surrounding her life created an air of mystery, making it hard for investigators to gather information that could lead to understanding the circumstances of her passing. In contrast, Page was actively performing at the Neil Simon Theater at the time of her death, showcasing her continued prominence in the acting community. Her performances captivated audiences, and she remained a beloved figure in the theater world. Page's career was marked by dedication and talent, and her work resonated with many. While Hartman's life had become secluded, Page thrived in the spotlight, highlighting the stark differences between the two women's paths. The contrast between Hartman's reclusive existence and Page's vibrant theater career paints a poignant picture of two lives intertwined in the world of performance, yet separated by choices and circumstances. The Beguiled allowed Clint Eastwood to step away from his typical tough guy persona, showcasing a more emotionally intricate character. This shift was significant as it marked a departure from the image of a rugged hero who often wielded guns and smoked cigars. In this film, Eastwood's character, a wounded Union soldier named John McBurney, is taken in by a group of Southern women during the Civil War. His presence disrupts their isolated lives, leading to a blend of desire, jealousy, and ultimately betrayal. The emotional depth required for this role challenged Eastwood to explore vulnerability and manipulation, aspects not usually associated with his previous performances. Moreover, the decision to align the film's ending with the book's more tragic conclusion was a deliberate choice aimed at reinforcing the anti-war themes present throughout the narrative. By opting for a darker resolution, the filmmakers highlighted the futility and destructiveness of war, contrasting sharply with the glorified depictions often seen in other films of the era. This choice not only deepened the story, but also served as a poignant commentary on the impact of war on human relationships, making the film resonate with audiences who were increasingly questioning the Vietnam War at the time. The Beguiled thus became a significant piece in Eastwood's filmography, marking a turning point in his career and reflecting broader societal sentiments about conflict and its consequences. The production team faced numerous challenges while filming The Beguiled, particularly in their quest for historical accuracy. They invested significantly in restoring the antebellum mansion to reflect its Civil War-era condition. This dedication to detail was essential, as the film's setting played a crucial role in immersing the audience in the period. The restoration process was meticulous, ensuring that every element, from the architecture to the interior decor, was authentic to the time. This commitment highlighted the filmmaker's desire to create a believable and engaging historical narrative. Clint Eastwood's experience with Universal Pictures during this project also marked a pivotal moment in his career. His dissatisfaction with how the studio managed The Beguiled influenced his decision to leave Universal. This decision underscored Eastwood's growing commitment to his career and the importance of creative control. He wanted to ensure that his artistic vision was not compromised. This period was significant in shaping his future choices in the film industry, as he sought greater independence in his projects. The challenges of filming The Beguiled and Eastwood's subsequent decisions reflected a turning point in both the film's production and his evolving career path. The unexpected death of Geraldine Page came as a shock to many. She was found in her Manhattan townhouse, having failed to arrive at the Neil Simon Theater for her performances. The cause of her death was determined to be a heart attack. Page was a talented actress, known for her powerful performances and deep emotional range. Her absence left a void in the theater community and among her fans. On another note, Elizabeth Hartman was recognized as a rising star, despite her struggles with depression. Her work in The Beguiled showcased her remarkable talent and ability to portray complex characters. Hartman's performance captivated audiences, and her role in the film contributed to her growing reputation in Hollywood. Following her success in The Beguiled, she continued to impress with her role in Walking Tall. This film further solidified her potential as an actress with a bright future ahead. Many believe that if Hartman could navigate her personal challenges, she had the capability to achieve great heights in her career. The contrast between Page's tragic end and Hartman's promising trajectory highlighted the unpredictable nature of life in the entertainment industry, where talent and personal struggles often intersect in unexpected ways. The Beguiled, directed by Don Siegel and starring Clint Eastwood, presents a complex and intriguing narrative set against the backdrop of the American Civil War. The film opens with Corporal John McBurney, a Union soldier who finds himself wounded and trapped behind enemy lines in the Deep South. Rescued by a young girl named Amy, played by Pamela Furton, McBurney is brought to a secluded girls' school run by the stern Martha Farnsworth, portrayed by Geraldine Page. The film deftly explores themes of power, seduction, and manipulation, as both McBurney and the women at the school navigate their precarious situation. The initial wariness of the girls towards their enemy is palpable, creating a tense atmosphere that permeates the narrative. As McBurney recuperates, the dynamics shift, with both parties attempting to exploit their circumstances to their advantage. This struggle for power manifests through sexual tension, as McBurney seduces various characters, including the sensible yet repressed Elizabeth Hartman and the more provocatively manipulative Joanne Harris. Critics have noted that the film's portrayal of its characters complicates the traditional hero-villain dichotomy. Instead, it presents a morally ambiguous landscape, where both McBurney and the women engage in a battle of the sexes that is as psychological as it is physical. This nuanced exploration of human behavior is one of the film's most compelling aspects, showcasing the darker sides of desire and survival. Visually, The Beguiled is striking, with cinematography by Bruce Surtees that captures the haunting beauty of Louisiana's landscape, complete with its iconic Spanish moss-draped trees. The atmospheric setting enhances the film's gothic tone, contributing to its overall sense of unease. However, this very darkness may have contributed to its underperformance at the box office upon its release. Despite its lack of commercial success, the film has garnered a reputation as one of Eastwood's most interesting works from the 1970s. Many critics regard it as a strong showcase for Eastwood's acting abilities, often citing it as one of his best performances up to that point. The collaboration between Eastwood and Siegel is noteworthy, as it demonstrates their effective partnership in creating a film that challenges viewers' perceptions and expectations. While some may view the film as a missed opportunity for a more straightforward narrative, others appreciate its layered storytelling and psychological depth. The film's exploration of the complexities of human relationships, especially in the context of war and survival, offers a rich ground for analysis and interpretation. In conclusion, The Beguiled stands out as a multifaceted film that delves into the intricacies of power dynamics and sexual politics, all set against a hauntingly beautiful backdrop. Its dark themes and morally ambiguous characters invite viewers to engage deeply with the story, making it a significant entry in both Eastwood's filmography and the broader landscape of 1970s cinema. As the final credits roll on The Beguiled, the story lingers in the air, leaving us with more questions than answers. What became of the talented cast who brought such complex characters to life? Did they find success in their careers, or did the shadows of their roles follow them long after the film's release? In this bonus segment, we will delve into the intriguing paths of the actors who shaped this haunting tale, discover the unexpected twists and turns of their lives, from acclaimed performances in other films to personal challenges that tested their resilience. Uncover the stories behind the scenes, revealing how the film impacted their futures and the legacies they created. Each cast member's journey is a captivating tale of ambition, struggle, and triumph, shedding light on the human experience beyond the screen. Stay with us as we explore the lasting impressions of these artists and the secrets that shaped their careers after the spotlight faded. Clint Eastwood's portrayal of John McBurney in the 1971 film The Beguiled marked a significant moment in his career. McBurney is a wounded Union soldier who becomes the center of a complex web of desire and manipulation within a group of Southern women. Eastwood's performance captures a blend of vulnerability and menace, showcasing his ability to embody characters with dark, mysterious traits. This role added depth to Eastwood's filmography, moving beyond his established tough guy persona. After The Beguiled, Eastwood's career continued to flourish. He directed and starred in iconic films like Dirty Harry and Unforgiven, solidifying his status as a Hollywood legend. However, his life was not without turmoil. Eastwood faced scandals, including a highly publicized divorce from actress Frances Fisher and a complicated relationship with his children, some of whom he did not acknowledge publicly for years. He also dealt with personal hardships, such as the death of his longtime friend and collaborator, actor, and director Don Siegel. In recent years, Eastwood has remained active in the film industry, directing and producing films that often reflect his views on aging and morality. His latest projects include Cry Macho and Richard Jewell, both showcasing his enduring talent and perspective. As of now, Eastwood continues to live a relatively private life, occasionally making headlines for his candid remarks on politics and the film industry. His legacy, marked by both triumph and controversy, remains a subject of fascination. Melody Thomas Scott portrayed Abigail in the 1971 film The Beguiled, a role that showcased her ability to embody complex emotions and navigate the tension of a Southern Gothic narrative. Abigail's character is marked by vulnerability and conflict, which resonates deeply throughout the film. This early performance hinted at Scott's talent, leading to a long and varied career in television and film. After The Beguiled, Scott faced significant challenges in her personal life. She battled substance abuse, which took a toll on her career and relationships. In the late 1970s, she experienced a highly publicized divorce from her first husband, which added to her struggles. Despite these hardships, Scott found stability in the role of Nikki Newman on The Young and the Restless, a character she has portrayed since 1979. This role became her signature and earned her multiple award nominations. In recent years, Scott has continued to act while also advocating for mental health awareness. She has spoken openly about her past struggles, using her platform to help others facing similar issues. As of now, she remains active in the entertainment industry, with occasional appearances and public engagements that reflect her resilience and dedication to her craft. Darlene Carr played the role of Doris in the 1971 film The Beguiled, a character that captured the innocence and vulnerability of youth amidst a backdrop of tension and intrigue. Her performance stood out, showcasing her ability to convey deep emotions in a complex narrative. After The Beguiled, Carr's career continued with various television roles, including appearances on popular series like The Brady Bunch and The Partridge Family. However, her journey was not without challenges. In the late 1970s, she faced personal hardships, including struggles with substance abuse that led to a significant hiatus from acting. In the 1980s, Carr attempted to return to the screen, but found it difficult to regain her earlier momentum. Her private life was marked by tumult, including a highly publicized divorce that added to her struggles. Despite these setbacks, she remained resilient and focused on her family. In recent years, information about her has become scarce, leaving fans to wonder about her current life. Reports suggest she has distanced herself from the spotlight, choosing a quieter existence. Pamela Ferdin portrayed Amy in the 1971 film The Beguiled, a character marked by innocence and vulnerability amidst a backdrop of tension and secrecy. Her performance was notable for its emotional depth, capturing the complex dynamics of the story. After The Beguiled, Ferdin's career continued in television and film, appearing in various series such as The Brady Bunch and Star Trek. However, her journey was not without challenges. She faced the pressures of child stardom, which often led to personal struggles, including anxiety and the difficulties of transitioning to adult roles in a competitive industry. In her later years, Ferdin became an advocate for animal rights and worked with various organizations to promote awareness. However, her life was not devoid of controversy. She was involved in a scandal regarding the treatment of animals in the entertainment industry, which brought her both attention and criticism. Despite these challenges, she remained a resilient figure, navigating the complexities of fame and personal advocacy. The last known information about Ferdin indicates she continues to live a private life, focusing on her passions outside the spotlight. Geraldine Page's portrayal of Martha in the 1971 film The Beguiled is a haunting performance that captures the character's complex emotional landscape. Martha is a woman torn between vulnerability and fierce protectiveness, embodying the tension of a Southern woman in a war-torn setting. Page's ability to convey deep-seated pain and longing adds layers to Martha, making her a memorable figure in cinema history. After The Beguiled, Page continued to carve out a significant career in theater and film, earning acclaim for her roles in various productions. However, her personal life was marked by struggles. She faced the challenges of a tumultuous marriage to actor Rip Torn, which was characterized by volatility and public disputes. The couple's relationship often drew media attention, overshadowing her professional achievements. Page also battled depression, which affected her work and personal life. In her later years, Page continued to act, earning her final Academy Award nomination for her role in 1985's The Trip to Bountiful. She passed away in 1987, leaving behind a legacy of powerful performances and a life marked by both triumph and turmoil. Recent information about her legacy continues to inspire new generations of actors, reminding them of her indelible impact on American theater and film. Elizabeth Hartman portrayed Edwina in the 1971 film The Beguiled, a role that showcased her ability to convey deep emotional turmoil and vulnerability. Edwina is a character marked by isolation and longing, reflecting Hartman's own struggles in her personal life. Following her success in The Beguiled, Hartman's career took a downward turn, marked by a series of challenging circumstances. She faced significant personal hardships, including battles with mental health issues. Hartman was known to have struggled with depression, which affected her career choices and public appearances. In 1987, her life took a tragic turn when she died at the age of 43, falling from her apartment window in New York City. The circumstances surrounding her death were shrouded in mystery, leading to speculation about whether it was an accident or a suicide. Hartman's legacy remains complex, reflecting both her talent and the shadows that loomed over her life. As of now, her contributions to film and her poignant performances continue to resonate, but the details of her later life remain largely unexamined, leaving a haunting silence around her story. As we wrap up our look at The Beguiled, it's hard not to feel a wave of nostalgia for this film that has left a mark on so many. The story of a wounded Union soldier, played by Clint Eastwood, who finds himself at the mercy of a group of women in a Southern boarding school, is both haunting and captivating. The performances by Geraldine Page, Elizabeth Hartman, and the rest of the cast brought depth to their characters, shaping their careers in ways they could never have imagined. For many, watching this movie as a child sparked curiosity about the complexities of human relationships and the impact of war. Did you experience The Beguiled in your youth? What memories does it bring back for you? Perhaps it was a family movie night or a late-night viewing that left you pondering its themes. We invite you to share your stories and reflections in the comments below. Your memories could resonate with others who felt the same connection to this timeless film.